Hi there, it's Allie, and today I wanted to talk to you about getting ready to try your sample on. So, thank you for requesting a sample. Great job. The sample is actually what totally sold me on Jamberry. I became a consultant after trying a sample. So, I really hope that you love the sample. Here's an example of what the samples look like. And they come in the smallest sizes. So when your sample arrives, you are going to be putting the sample on one of your smaller nails. You are not going to be choosing the nail likely. Whatever sample you chose will probably dictate what nail it goes on. So for some of you, it's going to be your pinky nail if you chose one of the smaller wraps. And if you chose one of the bottom wraps, it could potentially be your middle finger or your ring finger, depending on the size of your nails. But just keep that in mind that our wraps actually come in a size like this. So you're going to have small wraps to large wraps. So you don't need to worry when you're trying your sample about the wraps not fitting your nails, because we have lots of sizes on the actual wraps that you purchase. All right, so your sample arrives, and inside you will find some application instructions and as well as some videos. And the videos are me. Some of the sound is a little off on some of them, so you might not be able to hear me well, and I apologize about that. But the videos are really good. I walk you through step by step what you need for application. What you need to do. But right now I want to tell you what to do to get ready to prep for your sample arriving. There are some tools that you're going to need, and I'm going to walk you through those right now. The first thing you're going to need is a buffer, and one of the steps is to buff your nails. So make sure you have a buffer. You're going to need a pair of nail scissors. When your sample arrives, it's not going to look like this. It's just going to be one of these strips of material. And you're going to actually cut it in half. And once it's cut in half, you're going to use tweezers to get it off the backing. You don't ever want to use your fingers. Your fingers carry oil. And basically, oil and the wraps just don't go together. So application process is going to really be trying to get oils off your nails so that the wrap adheres to your nails. So you're going to want to have tweezers. I actually like to have 2 tweezers just in case I get a hold of the wrap a little funny, and when I go to put it on my nail, if it's a little weird, I'll just grab it with my other set of tweezers so that I have a nice grip on the wrap so that putting it on is very easy to do. So if you have 1 set, that'll work, but I do love to have 2. The next thing you're going to need is an orange stick, or cuticle pusher is what this is. And this is what you're going to be using to push your cuticles back and get the cuticle off your nail. So you definitely want to have something that can get the cuticles back and off your nail. You're going to want a nail file, and I suggest a gritty nail file because you're going to be filing the wrap off of your nail. And so you don't want a flimsy wrap, and you don't want, a flimsy file. You want a file that will be able to break through it and get that wrap off of your nail. And the last thing is this, and it's a rubber cuticle pusher. Sometimes people can find them at like CVS or Target. Sometimes they're hard to find. This is one of my favorite tools, and this really is what you're going to be using to put the pressure on the wrap. Heat and pressure is what gets these things on. And so this really helps to smooth out any bubbles that you're finding, and really helps to apply that pressure. The next thing is you're going to want alcohol. I use acetone, which you don't have to use an acetone. You just need to use alcohol to wipe on your nails. Now, some people think when I say alcohol that means they could use nail polish remover. I tell you right there, stop. Alcohol and nail polish remover are different because nail polish remover has moisturizers in them, and moisturizers are technically oils. And like I said about not using your fingers, You don't want to use a nail polish remover because that's actually putting moisturizer onto your nail, which is really essentially putting oil onto your nail. The opposite of what you want to do. So an acetone or an alcohol wipe would be great. Sometimes people use vinegar, white vinegar, instead of using alcohol, and that's fine too. You really want to kill anything that's on your nails so that when you put the wrap on, it's going on to clean nails that's free from oils. So you definitely want to have that. And then you're going to need a blow dryer. So I use our mini heater. But for your sample, you're not going to have our mini heater. So you're going to get your blow dryer. But what I want to point out to you is when you're using your blow dryer, keep in mind that we offer a mini heater for sale. It's $19, and what it is it's convenient. It is not a necessity. A blow dryer works because you need heat. But the mini heater is hands-free and it's quiet. So you set it on the table. You don't have to use your hands when you are working with all your tools. When you do your sample, you'll see you need to hold your blow dryer. You need to hold your tweezers with the sample and do this, and then put it down. And then once the wrap is on your nail, you need to reheat it again. You're picking this up and blow drying. Totally works. And again, not trying to sell you on something that you don't need, but it is very convenient to have the mini heater. I actually highly suggest it. The other thing, as I'm selling the mini heater, is this is loud and this is quiet. And I have 4 kids, and so I tend to do my nails at night, and I'm not breaking out my blow dryer to do my nails. I am using my mini heater. So that's a little thing on the heat source. So you're going to need a heat source. If you do not have a blow dryer, I actually have used my car heater. I was running behind and still needed to do my jams. And so my husband drove and I did my nails in the car using the heater in the car. So you need a heat source, and then you're needing to apply pressure. And that brings me to my last thing that you're going to need, and that is a Ziploc bag. In the application, I explain the baggie method, and I do use that all the time when I'm doing my jams. It is not something that you're going to find on the application instructions from Jamberry. This is just an added something. And it's really about putting pressure and then applying heat again. So again, you're going to use your blow dryer and apply the heat again. And those are the tools you're going to need. And I want you to keep in mind that we do have an application kit that you can order with your jams. And it is $20 with a nail oil, a Jamberry nail oil, which in the removal video, I show you why you would want the oil. So keep in mind, again, if you don't have all these tools, when you go to try your sample, you can still try the sample, see if you like the product, but then add the application kit to your order so that you have all these tools. They will come with it. Actually, the tweezers won't be in there, but everything else will be, as well as some new clippers. So that's it as far as tools that I think you should have. And if you have any questions, just comment below and I would love to answer them for you. Thanks.